wearing my clothes.
You got more people talking about Antifa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they need to talk about Antifa. Wore my NATO shirt. But the NATO shirt.
Hey, what's going on? Today is Tuesday, September 26th, 2017. Thank you for tuning in and logging on. And this is Truth It in the AM. It is your boy Truth It, and I'm here to address any and all things when it's time to, and it's time to. And by my side, the other host of the show, the one, the only, too real to be phony, Trooper Joe is in the building.
Morning, folks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's enough. I'm not deserving. And I thank you. I hope everybody's having a great and wonderful morning and everything. We got some things to talk about. We got some things I'm going to talk about because I don't really particularly. I'm getting mad at all this stuff. Not mad, upset. My emotional level is going up pretty high with some of the stuff that's going on in here. And we'll get to that then. But we'll see what Tuka wants to break out with.
Yeah, we could kind of start with that because that was the big thing of all weekend. Donald Trump at a rally in Alabama made the comment, wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners when somebody disrespects our flag to say, get that son of a bleep off the field.
That son of a bitch. Folks.
Out, he's fired. That's what Donald Trump started off with, and that set a firestorm across the country.
Yeah.
Owners were speaking out against it. Everybody was speaking out against it. Now, this past weekend, the NFL weekend, almost every team had people taking a knee or holding their arms in solidarity.
Some not even coming out.
Yep, teams not even coming out for the national anthem. Can you explain to me what holding your arms in solidarity signifies? Because I didn't get it.
I guess that's a link of unity. We're all heading this together. We're a chain. We link up. We're strong in this together. That's what I think that kind of symbolic protest would indicate.
Well, he didn't mention Kaepernick by name, but we know that's who he was talking about. And what happened, it kind of backfired because now it's a lot more than just Kaepernick that are taking a knee. Before, it was just a couple. It's one-on-one team here and there. Mm-hmm. But now after Donald Trump spoke out and put his foot in his mouth once again, it backfired to something big.
Yeah, but it backfired to something big, but it took away the original cause.
Absolutely.
His original cause was against the police killings of black men.
Yep.
That was powerful. And he took a knee on that, and that was powerful. But Kaepernick, he's been a civil rights, civil activist, civil warrior for years. This ain't new to him. Mm-hmm. This is part of what he does. So that's good. But it was about that. Now it's about freedom of speech.
Yep.
And now it went from freedom of speech to Donald Trump.
Yep.
And it's about the word son of bitch. It's like now it's about the military. It's like what is this schizophrenic kind of reactions we have to everything, We need to just focus on what the original design of something is and get that done.
You know who else? Who should call it schizophrenic? The NFL. They should call the response to schizophrenic because there was a boycott. If Kaepernick doesn't have a job, we boycott the NFL. Allegedly, that's doing good because the ratings have been kind of low for the NFL, lower than usual. And now Donald Trump's calling for a boycott if they don't fire the people who are on who kneel. If the people who kneel aren't fired, Donald Trump calls for a boycott. And I've seen people now saying we're going to boycott the NFL over that. So the NFL is going to get boycotted whether they do or whether they don't.
I don't really think the NFL is going to be hurt by a boycott, whether it does or not. I really don't see. We love football.
Yes, but the ratings are down.
See, the ratings really don't matter. It depends upon where you are. They might have been out there asking somebody in the Midwest where they don't really have professional teams. They got college teams and use the word. Do you like what's your best professional team that you watch and stuff? And they, sometimes I watch this because they watch college ball all
Right.
the time. You know.
Donald Trump's quote was, "If NFL fans refuse to go to games until players stop disrespecting our country, you will see change take place fast." He wrote on the second weekend morning in a row, which he vented over the issue on social media, and then he wrote, "Fire or suspend."
Crazy. You know, that's just craziness on his part. That football is an institution that's bigger than the United States itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they talk about it over in England, in Germany, all over the world. You know, people are talking about American football.
Right.
Just like they talk about soccer and that other type of football. Football is what we live for in this country. We live for the Sunday. I've been driving. You know, you see these pickup trucks. It's like that truck must have cost $200,000. It's going to the football game for the tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
They got grills on it. They got seats, big flat screen TVs and stuff. You know, football is the United States. You got people wearing jerseys. You know, it's like not even promoting their own name, promoting somebody else's name. You know, it's like football is so big. Yeah, that what's her name? Diana got killed. Princess Diana didn't stop the football game.
Nope.
Stopped everything else. Didn't stop the football game. Football is just that powerful. Now, because they say the ratings and up and down and up and down, it's always up and down. It's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't afford to go to a football game. Take the wife and kids and stuff. Costs about $2,000.
Yeah, it is. It's very expensive to go to a football game. So Donald Trump didn't only have problems with the NFL this weekend, though. First off, yeah, he did. He with the NBA as well. But it's interesting that Donald Trump spent all these days arguing and talking about and tweeting about the NFL and the NBA and Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors and Colin Kaepernick and everything else. He didn't say one thing about Puerto Rico.
No.
Not one thing about the devastation that's going on in Puerto Rico. And this is the leader of the free world.
Well, yeah, he did come out with a tweet about poor Puerto Rico.
But yesterday, I believe it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, he spent he's 16 quotes about the NFL. They hadn't counted how many tweets he tweeted about the NFL, how many tweets he tweeted about the Golden State Warriors, and how many tweets he tweeted about Puerto Rico. And it wasn't until the pressure came and people were complaining that he actually said something about Puerto Rico. It's insane the amount of stuff that Donald Trump has done. But what he said about the NBA was going to the White House is considered a great honor for a championship team, which it is.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry is hesitating, therefore the invitation is withdrawn.
Yeah.
Because they hesitated. What's wrong with hesitating? What's wrong with thinking about if you're going to go or not?
Because he's the president. It's his house.
I wonder why he didn't say anything like this about Tom Brady, who didn't go to the White House.
Brady didn't go.
No, Brady didn't go. He didn't have anything bad to say about Tom Brady.
No, he did. That's why you can't put sports and politics in the same bed. Politics is a game played by bureaucrats. It is played by these soft, overweight, balding people and stuff like that. It's played by there's a lot more women in this game now than there once was. They were always in the game, but they were the silent minority. Mm-hmm. Now they're not silent; they're voiceful in the game. You know, and this is how they're playing that. And Donald Trump, and I got to say, he's nuts. Mm-hmm. You know, his world is not, and I don't mean he's just nuts like walking around crazy and stuff. His world his reality and the reality of everybody else.
Yep.
They don't even come close.
Not even a little bit. Completely different.
Yeah, and this is where he is, and that's sad because he's the president of the United States. He doesn't feel any of these things. I believe when he says these things about anybody, he doesn't feel that. The sports and stuff. He does sports. He doesn't even play golf. He goes to the golf because it's got his name on it.
Right.
It's his golf course. He goes there and shows off. This is my golf course. Okay, see that big name? That's his Trump. You know? He did the first thing when he got to the White House. Oh, this the White House? Oh, not big enough.
Right.
I'm staying in New York.
Even Tom Brady spoke out against Donald Trump. Tom Brady said that what Donald Trump tried to do was divisive, and he said he doesn't agree with him at all.
Yeah, it's totally divisive. Going to split up the whole country.
Yep.
You know, and it's being split up, and it's definitely being split up on race.
Yep.
Totally being split up on race, and I'm ashamed of that. We should be so far beyond race, but I'm ashamed that everything that's coming out in these things here always reverting back to race. Folks, it's time we put the stake in the heart of race. You know, we gotta stop racism.
Okay, so my question is Donald Trump wrong?
Is he wrong in what?
For being that passionate about respecting the flag?
There's a lot of people that are that passionate about respecting the flag.
Yep.
He just happens to be the president.
So he's not wrong.
His belief and his value systems are his. He's wrong in being, I can't say he's wrong, I can't say he's right, because he is the president and has that power. If he tweets something, everybody jumps on it.
Right.
You know, but for him to say, but even I can't say that, to say to the owners of the game, well, you should do this. He likes TV. He loves drama. He loves negotiating.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to see the power. So is he wrong? His tactics are wrong.
Yep.
His values are his.
Yep.
That's what he believes, and I believe in this. I like this country. You know, I believe in this country. I believe this is the best country in the world. There's no. I've been all over this world, and I haven't seen a country that's as nice as this. We got everything. We can do these things in this country. We do it so well that we just do it all the time about everything.
Yep.
You know, you can smoke dope and do it too now in the street if you want to.
So,
I don't know. Should he have done it? No. Politics should stay out of football.
right.
And football should stay out of politics.
Yep. In addition to going after Steph Curry, Trump doubled down on his comments. Then on Sunday afternoon, he again reiterated his thoughts, saying that owners should do something about their protesting players, while adding, "This has nothing to do with race." When a person has to say this has nothing to do with race, it has something to do with race.
But he was asked.
Oh, but he put this on Twitter.
Yeah, but the person asked him,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and he said, this has nothing to do with race. And folks, I totally believe that there's no racism in Donald Trump.
Right.
I really believe that. I believe that there's nothing in Donald Trump. People are invisible to Donald Trump.
Right. So people are calling those who stood and held their arms in solidarity, they're calling them sellouts. They said, because they said they should have taken a knee, like Colin Kaepernick did. How do you feel about the people doing something different, like locking their arms together and not taking a knee like Kaepernick did? Do you feel that is a sellout way to go?
No, I feel that's American. This is the beauty of America. Mm-hmm. You're an American. You got free choice. You got the will of God on your side. God gave you free choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Now, if somebody want to say, "Well, you should have done it like this," why? Because I like it like this.
Right.
They're doing the same thing that Donald Trump's doing.
Yep.
You know. These people said, I still hold they could be in their mind saying, I still hold the country in high regard and high respect and stuff, and I still respect the flag, but I also respect my teammates, so I'm going to link arms and join up like this here to show. Because they're conflicted. They got two different things. It's like, I don't know if they don't respect this country or not. I don't know.
Well, if you disrespect Trump, are you really disrespecting the country?
No, this is all about disrespecting Trump. This
Yes.
is a media-driven frenzy. Because remember, this started about police shooting black
Brutality.
people.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, what's that got to do with anything?
Well, an NFL player said it's not Riley McCaddy said it's not about the flag. It's not. It's not about anything like that. It's not about black and white. It's about what we are being faced with right now, and that's being teared down from in the White House, behind the podium, behind the presidency of the United States of America. Is Donald Trump this bad, Troop?
I don't think Donald Trump's. I think, actually, and another thing in my heart of heart, I think this was a strategic play by Donald Trump in some regards. I haven't disallowed that yet. I haven't gotten rid of that yet. I think that Donald Trump said in his heart, or maybe his staff said, look at here, Big D, we got the tax reform coming up. We got Korea. You opened your big stupid mouth and you made it as though you declared war on them. You got that coming up. You got the health bill coming up. You ain't prepared in any of those things like this. You got to do something to change the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
So he went after football with something like this here, and it worked.
Right.
The health bill didn't get passed. Republicans are scrambling to try to save face for their own selves and everything. The whole political government's falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Korea said, oh, thank you. You declared war on me. You fly a plane near me. I'm going to shoot it down.
Right.
They rub back in there with the America was trying to, oh, no. What am I going to do? We didn't declare war on you. Yeah, you look like a punk. You know, they called your bluff.
Right.
You couldn't respond. You couldn't get up. It's like, yeah, I think it's something in the back of me says Trump, because he's a negotiator.
Right. He's a negotiator, but he's not a good strategist.
No,
I don't think.
Not. He negotiates from a seat of power.
Yep.
And I think that he threw this into the mix.
Right. A lot of people agree with Trump.
Lots of people.
I think more people agree with Trump than are against Trump in this situation.
Yeah.
The Patriots, when a lot of them 20 players take the knee and then Tom Brady stood with his arms locked with other players, the Patriots fans booed them.
Oh, yeah.
And booed the heck out of them.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones kneeled before the anthem, but he stood up during the anthem, but they took a knee before just to show their solidarity, I guess. I think that's a cop-out. I think you're supposed to kneel during the anthem. Kneeling before, kneeling after is not saying anything.
Yeah, I kind of went to the bathroom.
Right.
I'll come out later.
Yes. But when you have a commander-in-chief, when we have all these problems that are going on in Puerto Rico,
yeah,
and he's spending more time talking about NFL and ratings and booing and things like that than talking about citizens, he should be ashamed of himself.
He should have said something and everything, but I gotta believe that he has a committee or something like that working on the relief for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's a part of the United States, and Puerto Rico needs the help. And I'm sure that the people that are taxed to do this kind of help, they're getting the situation together. I don't think we've ever seen devastation that big. It's much bigger than.
Which is why he should have said something.
He should have said something. You're absolutely correct. But I don't even think that even if he did say something that the gravity of the plight that's in Puerto Rico would make any difference in the minds of a lot of people.
Well, he has a lot of people that follow him. I think if he would have said something, it might have gotten some of those people who are fans of his to want to mobilize or be inspired to mobilize more. But sports national anthem issue, he tweeted 16 times since Saturday morning. Healthcare, he tweeted twice. Taxes once. North Korea once. And Puerto Rico 0 times.
Yeah.
He was
all
so
the real
fixated.
Issues he stayed away from.
Yep.
It's like, that's why I got this thing in my head. You planned this, Trump. You knew that if you said something stupid that the media is going to take it and run with it.
Right.
And they ran with it. It's like, I'm going to only for a little bit talk about the son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
They ran with this and became, he's attacking their mothers. It's attacking the military.
Yeah.
He's attacking. See, we praise some bitches when John C. Scott when Patton said it rather.
Mm-hmm.
Scott was the actor, but when Patton said it about the Germans, yeah, we're gonna kill them some bitches. We're gonna murder them. We're gonna take their guts and we're gonna grease the wheels of our tanks with them. Yeah, wow, boy, we were all praising this and wearing some bitches shirts.
Right.
So.
Do you wish that Hillary Clinton would have won the presidency yet?
Hell no.
You still don't wish she would have won.
Hillary Clinton, and that's one thing too about the news. Why I know the news is crooked. I'm talking about that a little bit. I think on Archangel, you know, with the news media, because they named all these people that Donald Trump has been attacking and stuff, verbally and everything on the Twitter and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He named all these people, and I forget the names, and then he said crooked Hillary. This is the news media.
Right.
He didn't prep, the news media guy didn't preface any other thing, but when it came to Hillary, it was crooked Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, this is just to keep the fight going, you know?
Right.
We're using these negative words all over the place just to keep everybody's mind in the gutter or on some victimization. But the original question, no. Would this have happened with the football? No, Hillary don't care about
Nope, it would not have happened at all. Do you think things with North Korea would have happened?
I think that it wouldn't have happened as big with North Korea. I think it would have happened in Israel. Israel just got a couple of soldiers killed and stuff like that over there today. That place is going to be blowing up too. I mean, Trump went ahead and he declared war on Korea. And then you brought Iran into the same game with Korea. And you brought Venezuela into the game with Korea. Then you brought China and Russia into the game with Korea. Syria, all these other countries already in the game.
Right.
He's out of his mind. Somebody's going to, and Korea called him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. Korea called him. Korea said, thank you. You declared war on me. I could shoot your planes down now.
Yep.
You know, and they tried to, no, we didn't declare war. What's the lady come out there?
The press secretary.
Yeah, well, no, we did not do that. Oh, yeah, we don't care what you said.
Yep, North Korea threatened on Monday to shoot down American warplanes even if they were not in the country's airspace. Yeah. Stating that President Trump's comments suggesting he would eradicate North Korea and its leaders were a declaration of war.
That's what I heard it as.
Yep.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's scary, folks. It's beyond crazy.
The warning made by Foreign Minister Ri Yong-ho of North Korea in New York after a week of United Nations General Assembly meetings escalated the incentive-laced exchanges with Mr. Trump and appeared to further preclude the possibility of a diplomatic exit from the biggest foreign crisis the administration has faced. Administration officials denied that the United States had declared war on the isolated nuclear-armed country of 25 million people, with Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the White House press secretary, calling such a suggestion absurd.
Absurd, yeah.
She calls it absurd, but Donald Trump said, he's the one opening his mouth saying, we blow him out the water, we're going to annihilate him, we're going to do all this stuff he's saying. That sounds like, you're right, it sounds like a declaration of war to me.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought it was. At least a proposal to a declaration of war.
Yep.
And I'm sure the United States, no, this is how you have to do it. What are you people ignorant? You got to get a declaration, you got to write on it.
Right.
Use all these fancy words, and then you got to sign it. We're like, no, you said it. And you bring your planes over here, I can shoot them down.
But North Korea it does kind of remind me of like U.S. being a bully, always challenging North Korea, and North Korea said, you know what, let's fight then.
Let's fight,
and then the U.S. said, oh, no, we don't want to fight because she said The calling such a suggestion is absurd. Then she said it's never appropriate to shoot down another country's aircraft when it's over international waters, and that the United States wants a peaceful denuclearization of North Korea. Now all of a sudden the U.S. wants peace.
Yeah, they
Now-
blinked.
They did.
Yeah, it's like that's what happened. Yeah, you blinked and they called you.
Right. They called Donald Trump on it, and now Donald Trump had to step back on his comments.
That's that, and we're still going to hide behind racism and the football. You
Right.
know? And it's like, folks, get a grip on stuff. There is so much going on around you in your own backyard, and you can't see it because you've been blinded by all these emotional things. And these emotional things, I'm sure they're just fueling people with a lot of happiness too.
Yep.
People are beating on their chest about this and that and all these kind of crazinesses and stuff. And that's okay.
Right.
But look at the world like it is, you know. We keep going down this thing. It's not going to be here too much longer.
Well, Kim Jong-un has already ruled out giving up nuclear weapons, so something's going to have to give. Either we're going to completely back off, or because they're going to continue to make these weapons, something has to give.
Yeah, he knows he's not going to stop.
Yep.
And he knows it's going to fuel Iran into saying, yeah, so Kim can do it, I can do it.
Yep. Iran is already firing missiles, so...
Yeah, it's like it's out of control because we're not giving anything but shouting at people and telling them what to do.
Yep.
And then when they get called on it, the punk just runs right out their ears. You know, it's like, oh no, I did not really mean it like that.
Nope.
You know, a civilized person wouldn't be, but you just told me I'm not civilized.
Right. So Donald Trump has his hands full, and he's, I guess, making them fuller. By messing with picking on the NFL, starting a fight with the NFL and the NBA and everybody else, while we're dealing with the crisis in North Korea, as if that's not enough.
I know, and this is a big thing, the football thing.
Yep.
And not also with the healthcare bill.
Mm-hmm.
People going back. I heard it on what's that show I watched this morning with the lady Mika and Joe. Good morning, and something like that. But he went off on the guy Joe went off about Trump and the way Trump talked about McCain, who voted against.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and all this hero stuff that McCain did and stuff like that, not leaving the prisoner of war camp and stuff, and flying over the thing and all kinds of stuff like that. It's like, yeah, he did that. Now was very, very brave and very, very honorable. But you know, that's all right. Don't bring this into the mix and make it. Why would make it all about these personal things when the people themselves are going to get hurt by not having this healthcare bill now? You know, without a healthcare bill, people are going to get hurt. You know, you may not know any of them, but there's going to be people out there that are not going to be able to receive health care.
Yep.
Especially, you know, there's people out there now, the emergency rooms are out of control because of the opioid epidemic.
Yep.
You know, and we're throwing words at the opioid epidemic. No, we got to fix the opioid epidemic. This is a harder fight than trying to fix nuclear disarmament. Because the opioid don't care.
Nope, it doesn't.
Nobody in there cares. But you know how many people, I don't know the numbers, but they're just going to the emergency room because they're ODing all over the place.
Yep, and Trump hasn't mentioned them.
No, he ain't mentioned them. Nah.
At all.
No, because then if he mentioned something like that, now they're going to what? Well, you got to fix it because, you know, I can't die, but I don't want to change my lifestyle.
Right.
But you got to fix it. And he knows he can't fix that. Yeah.
All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about who has the hottest selling jersey in the NFL, and what does that have to do with Donald Trump.
But before we take a break, I want all these thousands and millions of listeners to think about this proposal that maybe Will Cooper in the AM and Archangel on Wednesday would be glad to spearhead if everybody would want. And we'll take a knee against racism.
Okay.
Just racism. No racism and homosexuality, racism and women's rights, racism and all the other things. No, we want to end racism. Period. We don't want it to be the capstone of everything that's out there. You know, if you say Kool-Aid, well, blacks drink Kool-Aid, so it becomes racist. You know? We want to end race. You got to find some other kind of caption to use for all your other things than just racism.
That's right.
I'm pretty much tired of hearing about you. I want, something else. This is what I'm just think about it, folks. Just think. If you like it, let us know.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back on Truth in the